scrambling the eggs until it hatches into a big, beautiful Ashmouth dragon. Ladies and gentlemen, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man to Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got scrambled eggs. Look at this Jeskai pile. This is like kind of one of the weirdest decks I've ever built. It plays weird, it is weird, but let's get into it. We got the Smoldering Egg. This card it feels like it's been in Standard for 5 years now, but I mean, that's what happens when you pull back Standard another year or whatever. But Smoldering Egg, when Defender, whenever you cast a sorcery or an instant, when you get 7 counters on it, you can make it into an Ashmouth dragon. And I think this is like the perfect little like shell that you can make with it. Obviously, it's huge to go for big score, because big score gives you 4 counters. You discard a card, and then you get 2 cards. And then the treasure tokens allows you to also still like kind of keep that momentum. So you go like for big score, and then you can go for like make disappear as well, and then you get like 6 all in one chain with only 4, and they never see it coming. So a lot of times what will happen is they'll go for like some sort of removal spell, and then you have the Smoldering Egg, and then you can go for big score, or even like a Memory Deluge, or just any like a counter spell or anything, and then you go for Smoldering Egg, it goes into an Ashmouth dragon. Really fun card. It's very fun. Like I said, it is a little hard to roll and find the right brew with this, just because mono red is very good, and we don't have any 1-drops if you've noticed. So we also are running 4 Restless Spires, because again, we do not run any 1-drops, so it is really nice for just 2, a 1 blue, 1 red, you get to swing in and you get to scry, and it also has first strike on your turn. So shout out to the Restless Spire. Other than that, we got Zurgo and Ojutai, because it's a dragon, and we do have plenty of dragons in this deck, which makes it a very fun gameplay. Kairi, the Swirling Sky, just because why not? I mean, we got the kind of the dragon Jeskai vibe going on here. We also have a little bit of synergy with the Zurgo and Ojutai. Burn Down the House and Brotherhood End. Now, it is you could easily run another one of these. The only reason why I'm not is it does get a little dicey, because these are dead in a lot of matchups here. Burn Down the House can actually help you push for game. We're not a total control deck. Like we have to push the pace against Azorius control a little bit. So that is why we have like Burn Down the House. It can be okay for like a game finisher. Restless Spire does give us a little bit of edge. I think it's a little bit better than the Mirrex. And then that's pretty much it. But we have the Heartflame Duelist as well. We actually do not have a ton of like direct damage like this. What the Heartflame Duelist does, you put this out, and then you can go in for like the Brotherhood's End, or then I'll Burn Down the House, and then you get all the lifelink deal to the creatures. That is usually how I use it. Otherwise, it's just a very good card in just like value wise. But I'm gonna stop yambling on. This is it. Oh, one more quick thing. Alchemist Gambit, just because we can search for this with like Memory Deluge late in the game, cast it for its cleave cost, or maybe not, and get some of the Ashmouth dragons here. So this gives you PTSD from like the Aldrin's Epiphany, Alchemist Gambit's days. It should, because that's what it's here for. But that's the deck here, Scrambled Eggs. Let's go and make some Ashmouth dragons and see what we can do. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel so much. I would really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. 13 IGX red. How are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this sucker. Got 2 Heartflame Duelists with our Smoldering Egg. So, oh, was that a mulligan? Let's go ahead and give them the friendly mulligan hello. Everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan, even if you play mono red. I guess we'll let them have it. So, let's go ahead and for the Sundown Pass. Hello. And I know that they most likely have a play with fire, just by the way they held up their priority there. Don't know what else it could be, because if it was Monsters of Rage, there's no creatures to play. Cacophony Scamp. More like Cacophony Simp. That's right. I think, yeah, I mean, well, I don't think, I mean, we could potentially hold up like for a Make Disappear or something, but I would prefer to do that on turn 3. We can do that on turn 3. Turn 2, we drop a little Eggy, and hopefully we get it nice and cooked up and scramble it, so that it becomes a nice big Ashmouth dragon one day. The next turn, I mean, it is nice doing the Heartflame Duelist. The Heartflame Duelist, it obviously is pretty slow to get going, but when it does get going, watch out. So this does not make me feel very comfortable. I mean, if they, I'm gonna let this go, because if they have the Monstrous Rage, I know it might be like playing scared, but we're off to such a good start, relatively speaking, versus mono red, and they miss a land drop. I'm okay with just taking this for now. We'll take a breather, which taking a breather is usually not the best thing versus them, but I think it's okay for now. I'd much rather have a Heartflame Duelist, or at least I keep calling it Heartflame. Technically, it's a Heartflame slash Raging Battle Mouse. Okay, we can't make that disappear, so let's not do that. Okay. So this is they're like really tapping into the full-blown celebration thing, aren't they? Celebrating with the Raging Battle Mouse. Okay. I respect it. I'm definitely blocking now. Yeah, 100% blocking you now. If they do anything cute, we can go in for the Heartflame Duelist. There's that I knew that See, I knew that Monstrous Rage was coming out. Let's go and get rid of the Charming Scoundrel now. And now we put 3 counters on our Smoldering Egg. Gotta love it. Bang! We'll still take 1, but like whatever. See, I'm personally not the biggest fan of the Raging Battle Mouse. I just think it's incredibly underwhelming. The second spell you cast, like, in a mono red deck, usually a lot of your cards just have, like, red in them. So, like, yeah, I guess you could get a Charming Scoundrel a little cheaper or something, but overall, it feels, like, very underwhelming. Like, very. So, now that we have this, I think we can probably just go in for big score. Yeah, I mean, the world's our oyster here. I think what we do is just block, and then we go in for big score, and then we can also make this appear. So yeah, they're not gonna like this. All right, let's go for big score, and I guess we'll get rid of another Heartflame Duelist at this point. I don't think it's gonna be that relevant. Smoldering Egg, scrambling the eggs until it hatches into a big, beautiful Ashmouth Dragon. Oh, look at that! And with our newly made treasure tokens, we can go for Make Disappear. Look how sick this is. And now that we can... Oh god, it almost feels dirty. I'm gonna go ahead and kill your little mouse that I was talking crap about. So that the next time they just give it up. That is way too powerful. Nicholas182, how you doing? We're gonna want to keep this. Got a Brotherhood's End, which could come in handy versus an array of matchups. So let's go ahead and put you down. I usually like doing that. Just be a little quirky. I guess it's not too quirky, but... I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we can go in for the Scalding Viper. I typically don't like to. I typically like to use the Scalding Viper as a 2-for-1 type of card. That's why it's in here. Virtue of Loyalty. See, that's exactly why. Because now we can just kind of bounce that, so... Takasia's Welcome. See, now that is what I don't like. We can use that to... We can bounce this with... So Scalding Viper, there's a lot of things you can do with it. Obviously, it's just like a non-land permanent. So, pretty nice, but... I'm actually just going to go ahead and set up for the Restoration of Eiganjo. Restoration, let's go ahead and grab a little Plains action. Be on our way. We also could go in for the Heartflame. Ooh, 3 Blind Mice. What in the world? Alright, Cassia's Welcome. Create a token that's a copy of a token target that you control. Interesting. Think we decline. So the 3 Blind Mice, I don't really love what they're doing here. Well, let's go in for the Scald Viper, and I guess we'll go ahead and put up the Welcome here. Just kind of annoy him, you know. And then I'm actually going to play the Viper myself. I think that's fine. I don't really want to go for the Brotherhood's like end just right the second yet. We'll go ahead and let them get their stuff out a little bit, because the 3 Blind Mice is still going to be out here. I guess they couldn't copy it. So we do have another Scalding Viper. I guess we're just kind of like stalling time. Jeskai plays very awkwardly, if you haven't noticed. Well, let's go ahead and trade, because we are looking to sweep the board anyway. There's another Takasia's Welcome. Land. We do love land. The Restoration of Eiganjo with the Brotherhood's End is just wonderful. So how many cards they got in their hand? They got 5 here. So if I play something like a Scalding Viper, put back the Welcome, just to annoy him. We're just trying to annoy you. And then we go for the Revelry. We get a little bit of action here with some life. I think this is probably the best thing we can do here. With the Spire. Okay, technically, it's a little hard to know, but like we should have gone for the Spire. That's a little, to be honest, so that's a little hard to piece together. We would have to know that we were going for the Spire, so. Alright, so they finally do settle on the Takasia's Welcome. We're all out of Scalding Viper action, so we're going to have to make a decision what we want to do here. Brotherhood's End with the Heartflame Duelist out is really cool, but it's not going to be too relevant right this second. Do we want? I think we kind of do just want to clear the board here. All right, let's clear the board. I think that's fine. Create a 1/1. I guess we'll keep this Revelry, which is a little bit awkward at the moment, but we still have the Viper, so we'll go ahead and pay the 1. That's fine. All right, so now we got a little bit of a board here. 3 Blind Mice's last step does not matter at all, but they've got a Bunicorn. Okay, at least we do get to burn them every single time they play something. So the Scalding Viper does help out in these type of matchups. Because, again, every time they play something, they just get burned. Now, are they going to take the Restoration, or are they going to take the Viper? I would think they take that. I'm not even going to waste any time. Let's go ahead and just deal 3 damage right to the Bunicorn before this thing gets bigger. And they're tapped out, so I don't have to worry about anything else like that. And I think we are going to Restoration again. Again, we can put out the Scalding Viper, so let's go ahead and do that. Restoration number 2 coming at you. See, Jeskai plays so weird. As long as we have 1 planes to discard, I think we're okay. But yeah, Jeskai plays very weird. Again, we just keep being to pop them, which is super nice. It does add up over time. There are a lot of matchups. This is not that relevant. 4/4, okay, and they get to draw with the Takashi's Welcome. Again, though, not freaking out just yet. Revelry we can use to draw. Do we even want... I think I do want the Viper. Like, I think I do. I really do. Let's go ahead and discard you, and I am going to put this Viper back out here. Like, if they don't have a way to gain life, they're just going to keep getting popped and popped and popped and popped. I'm going to big score. Revelry, get out of here, just for now. Maybe we can get into something. Make Disappear is really nice. Make Disappear is very nice, and I'm going to keep this other big score for the Shivan Reef here. Alright, let's go ahead and end turn. If they play something big, we can make Disappear. If they play something small, they just get zapped by these Vipers. Naturalist. This does have lifelink, obviously, and that's why I'm a little concerned. 1, 2, 3, 4. We couldn't make Disappear it, even if we wanted. So that is going to have to just resolve, unfortunately. I don't. At this point in time, I don't really care about their massive hand, and their hand is massive. The Virtue of Loyalty. That is going to be. Let's go in for big score. No, it's not. Well, yeah, let's do this. Let's go in for big score here. We'll get 2 treasure tokens, and then we can make Disappear. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want this to resolve. Well, actually, do I care that much? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and get rid of you, and we can go for Heartflame Duelist, I guess, on the Naturalist. Or we could just go face. Like, there's a lot of things we can do here, because now we have the Emperor. So the Emperor even makes things even more complicated, in my opinion, because if we go for Emperor. If I go in for Heartflame Duelist, kill you, that you go down to a 4/4. And then if I flash an Emperor, I can put a +1/+1. It's a little too weird. Let's just kill the Naturalist right now while they're tapped out. And then we can hold up the Emperor. Okay, that's fine. Or make Disappear, depending on what they do. But again, I think a lot of their stuff, man. Naturalist is really annoying. You do get to keep shooting them, but I don't like this lifelink action. The lifelink action is what's skeeving me out a little bit. God, their hand is so big. They've got to have some sort of answers here. So Virtue of Loyalty. Yeah, let's just make Disappear. So they only have 1 open, so I didn't even have to use the casualty ability. My turn. Burn down the house. Okay, well, that's definitely a fun card. Burn down the house. Well, I don't want to burn down the house. And we can't go for Emperor if we do that either. So, I think we just pass. As gross as it is, like, I think we just have to pass. I don't see a play here. If they go in for Jeskai, we can always go for Emperor and then just kind of get rid of it. And I don't even care about us gaining the life off Emperor. I care about Naturalist. So again, pop with the Vipers, which we love. Okay, boom. Boom. Don't particularly care that much about Wedding Announcement. I know that they're going to be able to go for Kassia's Welcome, but again, they're getting popped again, so let's see what they want to do here. Does this give it, like, Vigilance or something? What does this do? +++ X. Oh, it does gain Vigilance. So this does gain Vigilance. Okay. How do we get out of this? 4/4. We can give the Restoration first strike. And if they want, I think they're locked out because they can't even cast like an instant. If they cast an instant, they're gonna get double zapped by the Viper, and we take it. That is a good, clean win. That felt good. Woods Saxon, how you doing here? We're gonna keep this. This is looking like a pretty juicy hand. I love the Restoration of Eiganjo in this deck. It's pretty nice. It's kind of an awkward thing though. You'll see with like the mana bases, it is very, very difficult to do the mana for these kind of 3-colored decks. Don't want to play for the Heartflame Duelist. I think we're gonna keep it up for the Make Disappear. Yep. So let's see what we're going against. Mountain, is this going to be up the beanstalk? We already know what this is. I'm gonna keep the counter for the Invasion of Alara because you already know that's what they're doing. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Restoration of Eiganjo, and we'll go ahead and set up for what they got going on here. I mean, this deck, the 5-color Atraxa, we know how they play. They play extremely linearly. So, do we want to get another land down? I don't think so. We could get a Heartflame Duelist down on the battlefield for basically free. I'm actually going to do that. I'm not too worried about dealing damage. That's just not the way we're going to win this match, so. Gotta love Emperor so much here. Definitely will add a lot of needed firepower. But like I said, we're just waiting on turn 5. Turn 5 is the magical number. That's when they go ahead and get their goodies out. So, let's go ahead and pay. I will pay whatever you want for the Wandering Emperor. Whatever you'd like, if they don't get countered. But we're going to have our Heartflame Duelist, and hopefully we can just make the Heartflame Duelist do its thing. Because you already know, Syncopate, unfortunate, but we still have to Make Disappear. And Make Disappear with the Casualty works really well with the Restoration as well. So let's go ahead and play this down. I'm not going to swing it with Zurgo. No. Not when this type of deck is running what they have. There's no way. There's no way. We could go for Scalding Viper as well, and I'm halfway tempted to do that. Up the beanstalk is absolutely fine. Do what you gotta do. I am not letting you cast that big old juicy, like, it's just not happening, so you can forget about that. Oh, no. Oh, okay, that one scared me. I don't know if you saw that. I clicked the pass turn button. Thankfully, I clicked it just fast enough to swing. If I wouldn't have swung there, that would have been bad. I like internally panicked. That was rough. Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and get our damage in. 6 does sound pretty nice. Leyline Binding. We're gonna have, yeah, we're gonna have to let this go. I cannot let them resolve. I can't let them resolve it. I cannot let them resolve any of their big spells. So we're gonna have to keep this, Make Disappear here. So I could go in for, let's see, Forest Plains, Island Plains, Forest, Mountain Forest Plains. So they can still cast this, right? even if I did go for Scalding Viper. So let's go for the Restless Spire. I really like this card in this deck, but I am starting to feel the pressure a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cast the Scalding Viper. Yeah, we gotta be fast, and unfortunately we don't really have the best matchup with this. We do have the spear that we can make disappear, but like I said, it is gonna be... It's gonna be difficult. We cannot let them cast the Invasion of Alara, because I mean, it's pretty much just game over once they do that. Okay. So far so good, and another make disappear. Pretty gosh darn good. I mean, I'm tempted to even do this. To go in straight in for Zurgo? I just don't think we can. Unfortunately, just by the way this deck plays out, I just don't think we can. If they go in for like a Wandering Emperor or something, we have to kind of reevaluate what we want to do. So there's Wandering Emperor.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
Okay.
My judgment is final.
We could have countered it, but then we have the casualty. No. They can't win with the Emperor. That's not how they win. One, two. So we missed out on the Restless Spire there. 1, 2. I keep thinking that the Restless Spire takes 3, and it's only 2. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Sunfall, that's obviously just gonna have to be countered, so let's go ahead and hit the casualty for you. They will still get the draw with the Leyline Binding, but yeah, we missed that swing with the Restless Spire. Yeah, and we still have enough for at least 1 make disappear, so that is pretty bad. It's a pretty big oopsie in a match where we can't have too many oopsies. That does kind of tap them. I mean, it doesn't tap them out, but it does a decent amount here. So I'm just thinking, like, how can we actually win this match? Emperor, I would assume, makes a 2/2. Okay.
Guess that's it then.
The Restless Spire actually does have first strike too, though. All right, my turn. Emperor. Let's go in for Zurgo. Let's go in for Zurgo. We gotta speed this up. We gotta speed this up. If they have a make disappear, it's pretty tragic. Oof. Yep. Gonna have to just take that. Yep. Just gonna have to take that on the chin. Resolve. Decline. At least we get another 1/1. I mean, it's essentially food for our own make disappear. But yeah, we missed out on the Restless Spire damage, and that is something I'll never be able to forgive myself. That could be the game easily. Lay down to arms. I have to do that. We gain the life, but we are not looking for life in this matchup, so that is very unfortunate. Burn down the house. That's interesting. Let's rectify our mistakes here. We still have, yeah, we'll still be able to either go for either a Wandering Emperor or a make disappear, so I think this is going to have to be the move. They do have the Mirrex as well, so I'm hoping that they're maybe just like holding up a Mirrex, but I mean, if they have another Emperor, it's not great. Heartflame Duelist, is this good? I think it kind of is. I don't think we can be too choosy. I'm going to keep this just because it can do 3 to their face, so it's kind of hard not to like it at least a little. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hornlocked Whale. Okay. Don't think we have too much of a choice, unfortunately. Well, that's a token, so that's not going to matter. Okay. Okay, I think... Man, what do they have here? We have to cast it. Let's go for the Wandering Emperor. We have to try. If they go in for the whale, it's gonna come in tapped. Just trying to think, like, what else can we do here? Syncopate? That's fine. It's not really fine, but it's gonna have to be. I hate the draw. The up the beanstalk draw is so hard to overcome. If we deal this, 3 to your face... I don't think we can... I just don't think we can cast Burn Down the House, really. Let's wait to see what they have. Okay. I think our win condition is obviously going to be Burn Down the House. At this point, they can still cast something like Invasion of Alara, even if we do have to make disappear. Okay. Alright, let's try our darndest. Let's go 3 to the face. I'm waiting. I also... Oh, we have... Oh, gosh. We actually just have another Heartflame Duelist. Let's test the waters to see if they have a counter. I don't want to go for Burn Down the House. Let's go in for the Heartflame Duelist first. Let's see if they have got a counter of some sort. I have to do it. Let's try it. Heartflame Duelist for lethal? We gotta try. We gotta try. Was that stupid? If they have... I guess if they have Make Disappear... Oh, they're draw... Okay, hold on. So, I mean, they do have Hornrocked Whale for draw power. I think we're good. We take it! Let's go, Heartflame Duelist, baby! Skyron, how you doing here? This is, relatively speaking, a pretty slow hand. I mean, we can't really... I'm not going to mulligan it just to try to get a 3 landed hand, but we'll try to make this work. Definitely need to get into at least 3 for the Heartflame Duelist, especially versus... Well, oh, actually, well, there you go. They miss a land drop, so we're feeling pretty good. Let's go for our Smoldering Egg. No, we're sitting good. They miss a land drop, and we drew a land, so there's a double whammy. I mean, I feel very, very bad if they miss 2. It's pretty... Oh, they did. They did, and I'm just gonna go in for Restoration. We don't want to... We don't... No offense, Skyron, but we don't want to be like you. We want to be able to play our spells here, so... I mean, this is just gonna... I mean, we're just gonna, like, kind of toy with them. This is gonna be really sad. Don't think you can really miss 3 land drops and win. I don't think it's, like, even possible. We can actually just put down the Heartflame Duelist. Let's go ahead and do that. I guess we might as well. There's nothing else to play. We might as well get... We want this to come in untapped, so... Alright, end turn. You gotta just enjoy your time when it comes, though, because... Adversary... Yeah, okay. I don't even think we have to play Emperor. I'm gonna go ahead and play Big Score, just because this is just an off-the-record game. I do kind of want to get into the Ashmouth Dragon, just for funs and kicks, but we're already so far ahead that it's just kind of... It's kind of silly to like kind of like just do anything else. I'm not gonna go for Memory Deluge. We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna have some fun. Let's just cast Kairi, the Swirling Sky, drop the sphere, and pass the turn. So Heartflame Duelist, I mean, again, we actually don't have like a ton. We don't have a ton of things that do damage with the Heartflame Duelist. We've got enough to where I think it matters. but it's also just like a good card. Like, it also just has value on value in it. So with Kairi the Swirling Sky, oh goodness, Alchemist Gambit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do need another one for that. Let's go in. I'm just gonna do this so we can get the Smoldering Egg going. And like I said, we're playing very off the wall, very unconventional, just because of obviously how this is going on. But we need at least one more land so that we can play the Alchemist's Gambit without the cleave. Okie dokie. Swing on in with all of these, and like I said, next turn it's definitely over, just because we have the Alchemist Gambit, which again, and this is just, I'm only running one of. This is not like the main focus of the deck, but I do believe that it can swing games. So they are gonna double block this, which, you know, hey, this doesn't really matter, but they do want to kill. You gotta, you know, they do want the kill. Down to 10 they go. 13, and I guess we'll go ahead and just play this. We might as well play it because we're just going to be going for Alchemist Gambit next turn, so I guess I'll put it over here because we're going to play it for the cleave cost. This is like the behind the scenes though. Oh, so Brukathar, they can't touch the Swirling Sky, but they can touch the Ashmouth Dragon. So they can actually go for the Guardian of New Benalia. Sure. Let's go ahead and cast this with the cleave. The Alchemist Gambit. It has been so long since I have casted the Alchemist Gambit for its cool at all. But with the cleave cost, very, very nice. I know that they can just discard something to give this thing indestructible, which is not wonderful. Let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. Again, this is such a relaxed, casual match, just because of how poorly they started. So it is what it is. We'll have them discard something. Oh, they actually don't even discard for it, and that's gonna be GG's. We get another turn just for funsies, and like I said, we're having some fun. Let's go ahead and put the Restless Spire out, and that's just gonna be it. But hey, it is what it is. We had some fun with it.